Okay, John, let's hunt for data from EIU on the balance of payments. So firstly, we want EIU, resources, EIU country data. Sorry about that message. Right, link to database. Here we are. Start a new selection, and we go across the line really. So we scroll down to the United Kingdom. Yeah, that was put us at the bottom. Along with the United States. Here we are. Right, so we've got that. Then we want indicators. Probably going to be in this. Current account ratios. Sorry, not the ratios, the current account. That's the one we want. So we want to select exports, and we want to select imports. Services, that's services in and services out. Now, we're not going to take balances, right? Not going to take the trade balance. And the reason for that is supposing the balance was exact 0, and then it went up to 1, whatever, the next day. That would be an infinite increase, right? If the balance was a half and it went up to 1, it would be a 100% increase. And the percentage change would be vastly out of proportion to its importance. So to have a more stable measure, you want to take the percentage change in exports and the percentage change in imports, percentage change in services purchased and services offered. So that's what you want to be looking at. Okay, hang on. Okay, I've done a bit of searching around, and under foreign debt stock, I would choose private, medium, and long-term debt. So we could have that one, and that's so change in that figure will give you the change in investment overseas. And medium and long-term debt owed to private creditors, that should give you a change in that figure will give you the investment in. It's reported in a rather complex way by the IMF. Anyway, don't worry, those are that's plenty enough for you. It would be quite acceptable if you just had exports and imports, frankly. The other stuff is, well, I'm giving it to you, it's your decision. But it's far better to examine a few explanatory variables in detail rather than a lot in just skimming over. So, I'll leave it up to you, but by all means, come back if you have problems with this. Anyway, so let's get on and select the years. Well, we'll just select all there is. There we are. And view data. So that's the United Kingdom, and it's got next somewhere. Sorry, there isn't a next because we've only chosen the United Kingdom. But if we'd selected more than one country, we'd be able to skip on and have a look at the other countries. What we are interested in doing is getting it into Excel. So click on that. For which tables? All tables, export. Okay, it's exported those tables to one down here and opening it. This is the detail as to where it's come from. It's sourced from the IMF, as you can see, and these are the items all given there, and it's given in this horizontal form. Okay, so we want, no, there's a lot of not available. So that we can't analyze data that isn't there, but you note that you went to collect the data, but it was not available. So that shows what your intentions were, you went about it the right way, and the result was unfortunately what it was. Right, now just a little bit more. So you get all the data they've got, which goes back to 1980, which is fine. Oh, you want the exchange rate as well? Oh my gosh. Well, never mind. Obviously, we should have had the exchange rate. I think you'll find that one, right? Sorry about that, but let's just continue with this. So Control C, and then you go on to another page. Oh, enable editing. Oh, great. You don't want it in horizontal form. Simple as that. So this is the data, Control C, and now you want paste special, values, transpose, like that. And now you've got it in vertical form, you can start to analyze it, and you want to look at the percentage change. So the percentage change in exports between 1981 and 1980 is going to be equal that divided by that minus 1, and that's your percentage change. Best keep it as fractions. And you then do that for all your data. Okay, and then you do this same sort of thing for all 1, 2, 3. Right, so you've got all these now in percentage change form, like that. And you should have the exchange rate. Only silly me, I forgot. Hang on, I'll just go back and pull it out. Okay, I've gone back to the original selection. Note that it keeps them here. The exchange rate, personally, I prefer end of period, so we don't want it in that form. The exchange rate is here. You just have to, oh, sorry, that's the average again. I don't want that. Okay, so should have gone for exchange rate and take the end of period exchange rate so we know what we're talking about. So that's the average. So I've got to click on that, make sure it comes up there. So I then just go through the process again. Years, I'm fine with that. View data, export. all the tables, and we get another download. Okay, so I've got another download, only now rather more sensibly I've got the exchange rate. You won't be surprised now that, just enable editing. You won't be surprised now that I just simply block the data. And the exchange rate, I think, is the top one. Good. Oh yeah, end of period exchange rate. So Control C, go to a new file, paste special, values, transpose. Okay, and there you are. Right, have a go at that. If there are any problems, just let me know. And I mean, if it doesn't work out, then just let me know, and I'll post this off to you. But I think you've got time. You're obviously well organized, and I'm sure you'd like to have a go and do it yourself. It's just classic downloading data from databases type work, which is all good experience for you. Okie doke. Right, I'll stop talking now. Okay, cheers. Bye.